Fellow Nevadans, my name is Kermit Waters. I don't know if you remember who I am or not, but I wrote the initiative petition that was on the 2006 ballot on eminent domain. Prior to that initiative being voted on and passed by the public, the casinos could essentially take your house or your property through eminent domain and use it for their projects. Or any of the big developers could do that. After this initiative petition was put on the ballot, the casinos and the developers fought it tooth and toenail. They spent around $1 million trying to defeat this initiative petition. This is a grassroots petition that I prepared for the people, because you can never get the legislature to do something like this. In 2006, it was on the ballot, and we passed it, or it passed by the people 2-1. As a result of that, now they can no longer take your property, your house, or your essentially your possessions and use it for their own benefit. Now, I don't know if you realize what's really going on in this state, but like in the national government, the big business and the big interest and the monies own the place. They own the national government, and in this state, the casinos and the big developers own this state, mostly the casinos. They own the legislature lock, stock, and barrel. They can get the legislature to do anything they want to do. About 2 sessions ago, they exempted golf courses from taxation. Can you imagine that? In southern Nevada, virtually all the golf courses are owned by the casinos. They got the legislature to exempt them. About 10 years ago, they paid 38% of the budget, the taxes for the entire budget for the state of Nevada. Now they're down to about 28%. Okay? Now, I prepared a couple of initiative petitions, and I'm working on 2 more I'd like to talk to you about, if I could have a moment. The 2 that I prepared basically raises the gaming tax. Now, I'm the last person in the world that wants to raise taxes on anybody. I'd like to eliminate them totally. But this is such an unfair situation. The gaming tax and the gaming industry has got this stranglehold on people. It's so bad that this is only fair. So what I propose to do is I've looked on the website and found out that they're paying 20, 30, 40, and 50% gross tax in other states in their gaming. They're taking money out of Nevada in truckloads and building casinos all over the world, including China. They pay 39% gross tax in China. They pay 30, 40, and 50 in some of the other states in the United States. That's not fair. You have any idea that did you know that they only pay 6.75% here? Every time they build a casino, what happens? People come into Nevada, the place starts growing more people come in, more houses get built, more booming, more water gets consumed, more schools, more kids. And do they pay for it? No. They own the legislature. They won't raise their taxes. They won't pay their fair share of the growth that it causes and the traffic congestion you get out here, and the gridlock is occurring. They don't want to pay their part. They want to dump it on you and I. So this petition that I prepared raises a gaming tax to the average of what they're paying in the other states within the United States. And that's only land-based casinos. If we went to rustcinos, it would be a lot higher. So I prepared it to just raise it to the average, and I need your help. And in doing so, one of the 2 initiatives removes the taxes from all single-family primary homes in Nevada. So you'll never have to pay taxes again on your home. See, if you own a home in Nevada, like in many other states in the country, you don't really own your home, even if you have it paid off and there's no mortgage on it. You're renting it from the government, right? Now, if you pass this initiative petition, we get it on the ballot, it passes, you will no longer have to pay taxes on your home, okay? That's only fair. In addition, it raises revenue, a substantial amount of money for roads. It will essentially meet the goals for the RTCs around the state of Nevada to basically stop the congestion, to stop gridlock. There will be enough money for that, around $800 million a year for that. We have money in there for solar, wind, and geothermal, and desalination. Now, it's an interesting thing about Nevada. It's one of the this is a Saudi Arabia for solar, and we're doing very little about it except talking about it. We have talked it to death. Now, with this $200 to $400 million a year that's set aside through this gaming revenue increase, we can make Nevada the Saudi Arabia for solar, and we can sell the carbon credits to other companies and countries around the world and bring revenue into Nevada by selling these carbon credits. We can get our rates lowered substantially for the uses of electricity for our homes. We can cut the price of our electricity substantially just by making this investment, because it's not going to happen in the free market, because contrary to what a lot of people think, we don't have a free market in this country anymore. We got a cronyism market. Otherwise, they wouldn't spend tens and millions of dollars electing public officials and billions of dollars essentially electing presidents. This is a cronyism market, not a free market. Now, if we do this, we will have essentially essentially a showcase for the whole country for solar and wind and geothermal. We even have good places for geothermal here, and we have good places for wind. And wind is the cheapest of all the energies. So I urge you to help me get these passed. In addition to that, if you notice that every time you look up, there's a county commissioner or a city commissioner going to Leavenworth or from Leavenworth. And if that bothers you as much as it does me, I'm also working on an anti-corruption initiative. And I'm going to post a draft of it on the internet for your comments and your suggestions. I'm also going to post one on the internet for initiative reform. That legislature has done their best to strangle initiatives. They have put in a single subject initiative that is so strong and so tight that you can't hardly write one. It's very, very difficult. If the First Amendment of the United States could not have ever been passed if they were under the single subject restriction. Senator Townsend put this on, and he's the one that sponsored this, because these legislators hate these initiative petitions because it takes their power away from them, and they work for the casinos. The entire legislatures are run by the casinos. Now, here's what I suggest we do. Look at these initiative petitions that I have drafted. If you will help me on it, we'll get these on the ballot. It takes 58,000 signatures, but it has to be registered voters. If you could help me on this, these belong to the people of Nevada. These are not big interest. I'm not backed by anybody. I'm doing this on my own. But if you can help us put this on the ballot and pass it, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take Nevada back from the power brokers, and we'll own our state again. Thank you.